Good morning, guys. I know that some of you guys struggled with your worksheet yesterday about graphing polynomials, so I am going to do a problem with you, but a lot of you actually did really well, so I'm proud of you for going back through to your notes and figuring out how we did that. We didn't graph those all that long ago, guys. We graphed those right away at the beginning of second semester. That was like our first day back, was graphing polynomials. So I do want you to go back and really look at the feedback that I gave you on your graphs. I also posted my answer key, but take a look at the one that you did and then compare it with mine so you can really see what you were doing wrong. Today we are graphing exponential graphs, and then tomorrow will be logs. We also did those second semester, so go back to your notes. I think it was chapter 4, and take a look and see if you can figure those out for what to do. We are going to do a Zoom conference on Friday morning, so if there's more things that you need me to clear up, then I can always do that. And otherwise, keep emailing me. And I know that Schoology has been really glitchy lately, so if I need to, I can email you guys the notes like I did today. I do that through Infinite Campus. So if we need to do that, we can. Otherwise, we'll just hope that Schoology gets better in the next couple days. All right, so now I'm going to do question number 8 from your note sheet yesterday. Okay, so remember what I was highlighting to you guys is that you want to always identify 4 things. The first thing is the degree. I can video and write here. Okay, so the degree of this one is 4 because the highest degree term here is 4. That means that it's an even degree, and what we can expect with an even degree is our end behavior is either going to be both up or both down. Now, since our leading coefficient is positive, that's a positive x to the 4th, we're going to expect our end behavior to be both up. I'm going to do the other easy thing right away, which is the y-intercept. The y-intercept here is 0, 6, and then we'll get into finding the roots. Okay, now to find the roots, you need to do synthetic division to start. So I'm going to move down here on my problem. Sorry, video taping issues. Okay, so if I do my synthetic division, I'm going to start by putting down my coefficients, 1, 5, -11, -9, and 6. And the first number that I always tell you guys to try is 1. So we do our synthetic division. Remember, you bring down the first term 1, you multiply 1 times 1 is 1, plus 5 is 6. 6 times 1 is 6, plus -11 is -5. -5 plus -9 is -14. And -14 plus 6 is -8. So that did not work. Now I try 2. So 2 plus 5 is 7. 14 minus 11 is 3. 6 plus -9 is -3. And then, hey, -6 plus 6 is 0. So we got a root. Now, remember you want to use these new coefficients, the 1, 7, 3, and -3, when you do synthetic division the next time. Also remember that if 1 didn't work the first time, it's not going to work the second time. If 2 worked the first time, it could work a second time, so I could start my testing with that. So if I test 2, 2 plus 7 is 9, 18 plus 3, 21, then I'm getting really big, 42 minus 3, 39. So remember, this means we've reached an upper bound because everything underneath here is positive. Okay, so now I'm going to start testing negative, so I'm going to try -1. So -1 plus 7 is 6. -6 plus 3 is -3. 3 plus -3, hey, that's 0. Okay, so far I have 2 of my roots. I have 2 and -1. I am down to an x squared term. So x squared plus 6x minus 3 equals 0. I try to factor this, but the only things that multiply to 3 are 3 and 1, and those definitely don't add to 6. So now I have to do the quadratic formula. So when we do that, x equals opposite of b, plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4 times a times c, all over 2 times a. I end up getting -6 plus or minus the square root of 36 plus 12, which would be 48 over 2. From here, since we're graphing, you can get a decimal. You could simplify your root further, but your decimals are 0.46 and -6.46. So my roots for this problem, like we were looking for, are 2, -1, 0.46, and -6.46. Okay, so now let's put this all together. So where my roots are, I'm going to put those as my x-intercepts on my graph. 2, -1.46, and -6.46. I'm going to put my y-intercept up at 0,6. I remember that my end behavior was that both ends were going to be up, starting high and finishing high. I don't have any double roots, so I'm just going to pass through each of my x-intercepts. No bounces. So my final graph ends up looking something like that, kind of like a W. Okay, so hopefully that helps. Go back over your mistakes and take a look at my key, see if you can get a few more things figured out. What the ones that had decimals were 8, 7, and I believe 5. So those were ones where once you got down to the x squared, you had to use the quadratic formula. All right, hopefully that helps, and I will be seeing you guys hopefully on Friday for our Zoom conference at 10 o'clock. Have a great day. Bye.